Welcome everyone to English in Reviews. In today's episode, we're going to talk about books. Recently, I received a question about the best book for IELTS writing preparation, and humbly speaking, as a person who has taken the IELTS 3 times since 2019 and has got 3 consecutive 8.0, I must say I'm quite experienced and competent in materials for the IELTS test. And one of the most effective books for IELTS writing would be IELTS Writing Step by Step, compiled by Mike Watty, who is a renowned IELTS examiner of IDP. Regarding the appearance of the book, it is covered in green, so it would make IELTS students feel like writing is a piece of cake. The listed price of the book is around 118,000 Vietnam dong. However, when vouchers are applied, it just costs around 50 to 60,000, which is quite reasonable. The book is sold in my beacons, so make sure to check it. So, talking about the contents of the book, it is divided into 3 parts. Task 1 for academic training and for general training, and the last part is for the IELTS writing Task 2 essay. In the book, the author gives reader a comprehensive or holistic approach to IELTS writing. All steps of the IELTS writing in the books are analyzed carefully based on the IELTS writing band descriptors. And in the Task 1's instruction, Mike illustrates some points that students need to remember when writing Task 1, such as paying attention to words and structures for describing trains, as well as words of approximation for telling numbers. Also, for letters, he also points out some points to remember and suggests some templates for each styles of writing letters. In Task 2 guides, this is also my part of choice because my writing skills for IELTS writing Task 2 has improved in leaps and bounds since I read this book. This is because the author clearly demonstrates 3 main questions and templates for each. In addition, he compares some distinctions between each of them to emphasize the errors that students might bump into when sitting the exams. Also, illustration and instructions of the book are comprehensible. At the very first time I got this book, I read it from cover to cover because I was so engrossed in it. I could realize some mistakes that persisted in my preparation for IELTS writing and made some corrections. I must admit that I have read this book like 3 times and it never ceases to amaze me because each time I read, I realize something interesting that I need to rectify in my IELTS writing. So for the results that I got after having this book, I could improve my IELTS score from 6.5 to 7.5 after 3 times of taking the test, and I was so elated for that. Thus, I would really recommend you all to have a look at this book, and I hope that it will help you in your journey to ace the IELTS test. Thank you everyone for reaching this stage. I hope you guys would follow my socials for more further information.